So tonight we're going to make pepperoni pizza. Last time I made a video of barbecue chicken pizza, and I figured I'm gonna make pepperoni pizza tonight, so I'm gonna show you what I do because it's different with the sauce versus the barbecue sauce. So I have my dough that rose for only about maybe 20 minutes in a warm place. So I'm going to take that out and put it on my pan. Oh, and by the way, if you're going to get out your semolina flour or cornmeal that you have in a bag that's in a container that kind of looks exactly like your flaxseed, make sure you check your label before you start pouring it out on the pan. Semolina flour on a cookie sheet. Okay, so then I take my dough. Okay. That was in a greased pan. Okay, move this over. Okay. Alright. So then I just kind of make sure I can get it into a triangle, not a triangle, a rectangle. Flip it over, stretch it out a little bit. Flip it over, let it stretch out a little bit. Over and over. Okay, and then I'm going to stick it on my pan. I think that's almost ready. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'll stick it on my pan. And then I'll stretch it out. And I'm going to do stuffed crust, which is I do two types. I use mozzarella, string cheese, and I use the jalapeno string cheese. Okay. So I put that there, and then I'm going to put all of my cheeses around here. Okay, and this is going to take 2.5, and this one's going to take 1.5. Break that up. Okay. I don't know if you can see this bubble here, but there's a bubble. And that is all why I will be using the fork here in a little bit to prick the dough so we don't have those bubbles, because otherwise it's going to be bubbles all over the place and they'll burn. So, okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is, I put half here, and then I'm going to, I don't know if you can see this. Okay, so that's what I've got for my stuffed crust. And then I'm going to roll over this like this. So you just fold it over and then punch it down. And you do that all around. Just fold it over, punch it down. Fold it over, fold it over. Places on your dough that's getting thin or there's a hole, then just pinch it, pinch it, pinch it. You've pushed it down, then push it out to the edge. If it's not there already, like that, both edges are almost out to the edge. Push it out to the edge. Okay, make sure all that's punched down. Okay, so then you have that. Then you take your fork and you prick it all over the place. The bottom and the crust. Da, 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 all over the place here. Alright, so your next thing you're going to do is you're going to put the sauce on. And I have about, I would say, 7 ounces of sauce. And I like to use a ladle because then the back of my ladle can go up on the edges. So I'll show you what I do here. Put it out a little bit further. Okay. So I put that on. I think I'll probably use all of it. I add more if I need it, but it's like a half a jar of the 14-ounce pizza sauce. Smear it all around the bottom. And this is where it's a lot easier to do because you can get it all on the sides. And I just take the bottom, get some sauce on the back of it, and spread it up on the side. All over, over and over and over. I'm just start sneaking over the edge. And get it back. I just go all over the edge, making sure all of the edge has pizza sauce on it. Okay. Then I make sure that there's pizza sauce on the actual pizza area. Okay, I think that'll be good. And you might like a little bit more pizza sauce on. I say the less toppings, the better, because then the crust, the bottom crust, will cook really good. And if you use half of your can of sauce, then you have another half a can for another day of pizza. So that's kind of another thought that I have here. Okay, so next we're going to put on the pepperoni, and I counted them out. I have about 32 because I figured 8, 8, 8, 8. So that's what I've got here. 4 lines of 8. 1, 2, see if that works out. 3. And I put them up to the edge of the pizza. Like that. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's about 7 across for me here. 1, 2, and that looks good to me. So now I have my pepperoni on there and the sauce all over the edge. Okay. Alright, so the next step is we're going to put some cheese on. And I use about, let's see, 4 ounces of Monterey Jack, and I use about maybe 3 ounces of mozzarella. And I mix it all up and put it on. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Put it all on. And put it everywhere. Put it on the crust especially, because that's going to taste really good to have, and it's going to look pretty too, but it'll taste good on the crust. That way, oops. Make sure if you get some on the floor, you pick it up later. Later, not now, obviously. Okay. Okay. 425. And I cook it in the middle, on the middle rack for 13 minutes, and then I take it out. I move, and then I move it to the second from the bottom rack and cook it for 4 minutes. And that way the bottom cooks. And your pizza will reheat really nicely the next day, maybe in the microwave for a minute or in an oven preheated to 300 for 15 minutes. Okay, so any that's on the edge here, you want to put on the pizza. Okay. Okay, so that's how I do the pizza, and I'm gonna bake it, and then after I take it out, I leave it on the pan for 6 minutes, and then I move it to my cutting board and cut it up into 6 or 8 pieces, and then we eat it. So enjoy. Have a good night. Bye.